This is the Nitro Deck Plus, the latest Switch grip from Cracked. It's the newest version of their critically acclaimed Nitro Deck, which I liked but did not love for reasons I'll get to in a bit. I was really looking forward to seeing what this newest model would improve, and after playing with it for a few weeks, I can say it's an almost perfect upgrade. For one, the Nitro Deck Plus looks like a more premium product than its predecessor thanks to its sleek, transparent color schemes available in black and white. Still, it's mostly similar to the original Nitro Deck, with the major differences being the stick layout is symmetrical instead of asymmetrical, there are 2 additional buttons to the sides of the control sticks, and now the grip doubles as a dock. So if you have a USB to HDMI adapter, you can connect your Switch to the TV as long as power is being fed to the other USB-C input. As far as I can tell, there is no reduction in image quality when using the Nitro Deck Plus as a dock. This function makes the grip a really solid travel companion, especially if you buy this pro gaming gear carrying bag that comes loaded with multiple pockets for game cases, cartridges, controllers, and of course, the Switch with the Nitro Deck Plus. But what really makes this grip a huge upgrade from the first, at least for me, is its compatibility with the Cracked smartphone app. Once you link the Nitro Deck Plus to your app through NFC, you can customize everything about it, from the trigger sensitivity points to the stick dead zones, rumble intensity, and of course, the button mapping. There are a lot of freaking buttons on the Nitro Deck Plus, and this app makes it extremely easy to map them to your liking. I cannot say enough good things about this app, it's just that good. If you watched my unboxing video for the Nitro Deck Plus, you might remember that I immediately took notice of the improved rumble from the original Nitro Deck, which was a huge problem I had with that old model. No matter what I had the rumble set to, it would just shake the grip violently and loudly to the point where I just had to turn it off. But with the Nitro Deck Plus, the rumble is just perfect for me, not being too intense or loud. It's not HD rumble by any means, but I vastly prefer it to the original Nitro Decks. Now, having played with this grip for a few weeks, I can confirm it is a definite improvement in most areas. Like the original Nitro Deck, it feels great to hold, it's not heavy at all, but the additional features such as the dock and smartphone app connectivity would bring this to the upper echelon of Switch grips. That is if it wasn't for this one thing. And you can probably guess what it is. The symmetrical control sticks above the buttons and D-pad. Naturally, it would take time for most players to adjust to these stick placements since most Switch grips and controllers feature asymmetrical sticks with the right stick being below the face buttons, but there are a couple of games I played that didn't feel ideal for the Nitro Deck Plus, those being Metroid Dread and Prime Remastered. I am a die-hard Metroid fan, so I must be able to play these games, dang it. Dread was the game where I really noticed how different the symmetrical sticks felt, especially when my index finger instinctually rested on the R button so I could use missiles. It just didn't feel natural that my finger was all the way up there while my thumb was all the way down on the face buttons. So I quickly swapped to the original Nitro Deck and it immediately felt better. The same thing applied to Metroid Prime Remastered, although not as much since the grip is better suited for first-person shooters where you aim with the right stick and shoot with ZR, but you still use the face buttons quite a bit in Prime, so this game ultimately felt better played with the original Nitro Deck. I understand there could be remedies to these issues by remapping some buttons, but most of the time I just want to pick up my Switch and go straight into a game without doing extra work. So this is quite a bummer for me. Fortunately, I found that most of the other games I tried with the deck worked well, such as Tears of the Kingdom and Mario Odyssey, and the game I played the most on it was SteamWorld Heist. The sequel is coming out next month, so I had to finish the first game, which is turn-based strategy, so my thumb only used to the right stick occasionally. Even still, 2D and 3D platformers worked fine for me with the deck, most likely due to them having simpler controls than Metroid Dread and Prime. It's the reason why I'm not outright saying this is a terrible grip, because it's really not. It just isn't well suited for every single Switch game, thanks to those top symmetrical sticks. Other than that, the Nitro Deck Plus looks great, it's ultra customizable thanks to the Cracked app, and its function as a dock makes it the ultimate Swiss Army knife of Switch grips. I only wish that there was a version of the Nitro Deck Plus that had those asymmetrical sticks I've grown accustomed to on Switch for over 7 years, as playing some games like Metroid Dread do not feel as comfortable on it. And when you make a Switch grip, you gotta make sure every game feels great to play on it, which sadly is not the case here. Because of this, I have to give the cracked Nitro Deck Plus an 8 out of 10. But thank you so much for watching my review of the Nitro Deck Plus. Tell me, do you plan on picking up this grip, or do you actually own one yourself and want to give your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to GameXplain and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more Switch accessories. Until next time, bye-bye.